All right, so the objective for today's lesson is going to be that you are able to find missing angles and find missing supplementary angles. So first, let's see what missing angles is. And a missing angles, this will be a lot like that first worksheet that you have in your work today. Okay, so when you see something like this, don't panic. I know it looks a little bit scary and you don't know what it is, but this number that's going to be out here, this number is your total angle degrees. And angles degrees are just how we mention or how we measure angles. So when you see that little circle right there, it just means degrees. So the total angle degree for this angle is 77. And we know that this angle degree, should have a little degree sign, is 52. So if we know the total is 77 and we already have 52, now we have to find A. How do you think we will do that? Well, you're going to take your total and you're going to subtract what you already have. So 77 minus 52. 7 minus 2 is 5. And put it on the side so it doesn't overlap. 7 minus 5 is 2. I know that A equals to 25. See how easy that was? I've already solved my first one. I'm going to put 25 degrees. Same thing for here, except now you don't have the total. Now you have both angles. So since you have both angles, what might you want to do? Well, I know this is 42 degrees and I know this is 54 degrees. 42 plus 54, remember I'm finding A, and the A is the total here. 54 plus 42, that's 6 and 9. A is equal to 96 degrees here. See how fast we did that? And this time I found the total. So because last time I was finding a piece, that's why I did subtraction, but now I found the total. So I did addition because they had already given me. So here, would I be doing addition or subtraction, do you think? 43 plus something equals 90 because this is the total. So I'm gonna subtract from the total. So if I know the total is gonna be 90 and I'm gonna take 43, I'm gonna borrow from my tens, turn this guy into a 10, 10 minus 3, that will be 7. And 8 minus 4, that will be 4, equals 47. Awesome. A equals 47 degrees. So that's how easy finding missing angles is. Now finding the missing supplementary angles is almost as easy. You just have to remember one rule. So when you do the problem set today, this is how you'll be doing the first worksheet. You will find the missing piece, and usually it will be either the total or one missing piece, and then you will tell me what A equals, okay? So remember, big clue today, you are finding A. Find A, find A. Let's see how you will do the second worksheet, and that's finding supplementary angles. So when you see the word supplementary, think of 180. That's going to be your magic number. Oops. Magic number. Please don't judge my manicure right now. Your magic number. So 180. Whenever you see supplementary, is going to be your magic number, 180. So that means that whenever you see a perfect line like this with angles, these have to together, they have to, it's a rule, equal 180. Always. Here too. See how there's a perfect line at the bottom? So I know both of these will be 180. And same goes here, 180. Now, because we know that these are 180, now we are finding A. Well, see it, how easy it was here? Same deal here. You know your total is 180, so 180 minus 125. Borrow from the tens, turn this guy into 7. 10 minus 5 is 5. 7 minus 2 is 5. 1 minus 1 is 0. You know A for this one. A, oops, that's out of frame. Let me move the paper up a little bit. A is going to equal 55 degrees. Let's move on to the second one. Remember, magic rule, supplementary, whenever there's a line, this has to equal 180. And we already have 90. So 180 minus 90, and I can do that in my head. You should probably be able to do that in your head, is 90 degrees. So A is equal to 90 degrees. Remember, you're finding A. And here it was 55. because 55 plus 125 equals 180. And here it's 90 because 90 plus 90 equals 180. And finally, we have this last one, which is we have an angle that is equal to 32 and we are finding A. And we know the total is 180 because that is always, always, always the case with supplementary angles when they make that perfect line. So let's go ahead and check it out. 180, oh, the paper slips sometimes, minus 32. Well, I can't take from the 1, so I'm going to borrow from the 10s, turn this into a 10, turn this into a 7, 10 minus 2 is 8, 7 minus 3 is 4, and we still have a 1, 1 minus 0 is 1. We know that A is equal to 148 degrees. So today's problem set will be pretty easy because you'll be doing mostly addition or subtraction depending on what you're finding. Remember, in that first worksheet, you are finding missing angles. So they'll give you two numbers that either give you the total in one side or they'll give you both sides and you'll find the total. You're kind of working with two numbers to find the third. And then the bottom one, they're not necessarily going to give you two numbers, but you already know that it always equals 180. So that's your magic number and your secret tool to be able to figure that out. So if they give you 25, you're going to ask yourself, what plus 125 is 80? If they give you 90, you're going to ask yourself, what plus 90 plus what is 180? And if they give you 32, you're going to ask yourself, 32 plus what is 180? So supplementary, always think of 180, okay? If you have questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and come to office hours. I will go over this.